Here's everything I own to make this video. A phone, a cheap mic, and the little stand that it's on. That's it. The gear excuse that you've been saying to yourself is a lie. And I do believe it's covering for something deeper inside of you. And that's what we're going to get into in this conversation today. If this is your first time joining me, my name is Dorian Albritton. Welcome to the channel. And I'm just going to jump right into it today. So there was a time where I used to believe that I needed all the equipment, the nice DSLR camera, the lighting, the full setup before you can start and do anything. I used to genuinely believe that. But the reality that I've come to is I have everything I need. I have my iPhone, which is what I'm recording on. It's already owned, it's paying for and whatever. I bought this cheap mic from Amazon. It looks like all fuzzy and stuff. And I have a stand right now that my camera is on in my car. That's all I have. That's all I'm using. And so this thing that we need, all this gear, it's honestly just an excuse not to start. It really is. It's genuinely an excuse. This cost me $50. All you need is something that lets people hear you. Everything else means you're stalling. It's a stall tactic, and it's dressed up as I'm just trying to be prepared. And I'm here to tell you, it's a bunch of bull. The gear excuse isn't about the gear. It's really about you not wanting just to get started. You're afraid of something, and that's a deeper issue. Now, another thing that came to my attention is that sometimes we used to think, or I used to think, the real reason to post is to essentially feed the algorithm, right? You chase your views, you chase your growth, chase all the numbers that come with it. You looking at your phone, checking your notifications. Did I get a comment? Did I get a this? Blah, 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 blah. There's a bunch of that. But you really need to have a different reason for doing this. I'll give you my reason specifically. Number one is to get out of this 9-to-5 rat race. And that's one of my number one priorities. The second is proving to myself that I can trust myself to do what I say. I said that I was going to do this, and therefore I'm doing it, which over time is going to build my confidence. It's going to build my skill set over time. And I think that's very, very important for anyone. And then the third is rebuilding my reputation. Not the version that used to be online, but who I've actually become since I've started doing this, who I've actually started to become behind the scenes as well. And this is my opportunity that you get to see, is me documented in real time, right? Not just talk about having changed and this is what I went through and all that type of stuff. You're getting to watch me in real time do the thing I said that I was going to do. And the algorithm, the one on YouTube, wherever you're at, can end at any time. And I want to make that clear. It could stop. It can change up on you. But the goal of getting out of the 9-to-5, the goal of trusting myself, the goal of building my reputation, building the person that I'm becoming, none of that ends with what I'm doing. And it starts with the gear, a little mic, a camera, and a stand. Your purpose has to be bigger than the metrics that you get. It has to be bigger than the cost of a $50 mic. It has to be bigger than the excuses that you give yourself. Because if you're going to continue to give yourself these excuses, you won't ever achieve any of the goals that you're trying to achieve. And as I'm saying, I'm showing you in real time. There's no reason to be waiting on the equipment. Use what's already in your pocket. You have a phone. Now, to say that you can't find a mic, I'm sure there's about, you might go to Starbucks. There's probably like 4 orders you can just hold off on because Starbucks is expensive. And boom, you have a mic. This one is I would say, what is this one? This one's a Hollyland, I think. Like I said, about $50. I'm sure if you're watching this video, someone who probably has a 9-to-5, works full time, you can find $50 over the course of a month, maybe even 2 months. Maybe it takes you 3 months. That's not the point. And buy yourself a little microphone so the audio is decent. Because when people tune on and watch your stuff, they don't want to hear a bunch of background noise. They want to hear your voice. And I think that's I guess your voice is your signature, so to speak. Don't overthink this. I don't want you to overthink the equipment. But what I do want you to think about is why you do the thing that you say you want to do. It is very important. I do what I'm doing for the goals that I named earlier, right? To leave this one day, I'm going to say, yeah, your pops was on YouTube to my kids. And they can watch this. They can see this. They can see, damn, Dad really, he put in the time. He put in the work. Yeah. And he started with an iPhone, a little mic, and a little stand. And it's not even a stand. I wish you guys could see the setup. It's not even a stand. It's literally something that I have to just hold up and prop up my phone right now. I don't even have a stand. Yet I've been recording every single day, dropping a video every single day. There is no excuse. There is no excuse. And I just want to make that clear to you in this conversation today. I kind of went on a little tangent, little rant. Didn't have my notes, so it's probably why you heard a little bit of yapping at the end of this video. But I think it's important. That's why I make what I make. That's why I say what I say, because it genuinely feels like I'm talking to the person that is right about to start recording their first video. You can see in real time, if you've watched this video in the time frame that I recorded it, this is my 11th video. This is my 11th video, which means I've only had 11 days of doing this. I'm 11 days ahead if you're watching it around that time. If you watch it later, I might be a little bit further on, but that's not the point. Don't worry about the gear. The gear, all you need, a little mic, iPhone, and a stand, or a Droid if you're part of the Droid community. Good for you. All right, enough yapping. Appreciate you joining me for this conversation today. Again, if there's anything that you guys want to hear more about in our conversations, put it in the comments, send me a message. Would love to have conversations with all of you. And yeah, I appreciate you joining me. Hope y'all have a good one. Peace.